trying to sing around my ring light, sorry. I'm just setting things up, you know, typical. Okay. Hello, hi everybody. Welcome to stream. We've got the tea. We've got the everything set up. We've got the iPad. It's charging and charged because I'm at home. So I have all my setup stuff so I can do everything that I typically do, including have this lovely face cam stream part. But I think that's enough chit chat. Let's get to drawing. We're still drawing chapter 5. Go figure. Who's surprised? So, let's draw. Right now we're working on the backgrounds, which I like to turn characters off when I'm working on the background because it just makes my life easier. Excuse me, sorry. This little piggy went to stream. I actually don't hate drawing backgrounds. I kind of enjoy it. And again, the name of the game isn't perfection. It's just completion. Not perfection, just completion. I'm really excited to get to coloring so I can show you guys how to color because I wasn't actually able to do that last time. That looks good. Oop. Mistakes were made. I wonder how long it'll take for me to reach streamer's delirium. That's what I'm gonna call it. Where I'm just talking and going and not making a ton of sense, but not making sense. I also have to completely create the backgrounds as opposed to drawing them behind the characters because I create dubs, and I've previously found that it's a lot easier to make the dub when the backgrounds are their own complete entity and not reliant on the characters existing there. And so I've created a little bit more work for myself in having to draw backgrounds completely. That's okay. I think the quality of it is worth it. Yeah, I don't really have much to say, to be honest, so I'm just gonna wait for if and when anyone comes into the chat and wants to chat with me. And that's how we'll leave it for today. Otherwise, I'm just gonna draw and have fun with it. Good enough. Trying to have good posture while drawing. It's proving to be a little bit difficult. I think that works. I take a lot of shortcuts when it comes to backgrounds as well. Because they're backgrounds, they don't really need to be as detailed as even the characters. A trick I learned is that if you just draw one thing in the background really detailed, it'll give the illusion that everything in the background is really detailed. And I've come to find that a bit true. I've come to find that a bit true. Now the NPCs are technically a part of the background, not a part of the characters. So that is why I haven't removed them. Because I am going to be drawing around them. As much as I've figured out how to stream not at home, streaming at home is always going to be the most comfortable. This is very loud. Holy. Why on earth is that so loud? The benefit of storyboarding is I can just kind of mock it out where I need to. And that's very useful. This table has changed so much throughout the chapter. And we're only 10 pages in. Of course, we're about to leave this scene. Literally in the next 2 pages we leave this scene, so we won't have to worry about it too much more longer. Too much more longer. English is my first language. Thanks for asking. See, look, we're cranking out these backgrounds so fast. I've already got 2 done. I think I should start at the front and then work my way back. Oh, I forgot my ringer is on. 1 sec. That should fix it. Cool, let's keep going. We're on a roll, don't want to stop now. Can't stop, won't stop. I think What truly makes backgrounds easier is storyboarding. If you struggle with backgrounds, just storyboard. It'll make your life a lot easier. The better your storyboards, the easier your drawing experience will be for graphic novels, at least. And I'm assuming that translates with comics and webcomics as well. Of course, you know what they say about assuming, so take what I say with a grain of salt, but it's what I think. That was weird. I wonder what people's drawing software of choice is. I forgot I had tea. I'm gonna need more. I made this tea for stream, but I was drinking it before stream. I think I'm gonna go turn on the teapot actually, so give me 1 second. Thank you for your patience, guys. I just want some fresh tea. That's all. I don't know what that was. Please don't ask. Yep, I think that's all I did. That's pretty simple. Do not pay too close attention to the wood details throughout this chapter. They are all different. Dope. Fun fact. I too, once upon a time, used to avoid drawing backgrounds. And I was really scared to draw backgrounds. The thing that actually motivated me to try and start learning was my first ever serialized story project entitled Jim Crack Cracker Jack. It was a partner project that never really worked out, unfortunately, but in that partner project I was meant to be the person who handled the backgrounds, and I don't know exactly why I took that role on. Willingly, I volunteered myself. I think a part of me just really was sick of avoiding drawing backgrounds and was ready to learn at this point. And I was really bad at it. I was really bad at it to start. And the project didn't end up going through anyway. But my dedication to wanting to learn backgrounds kept up, because my passion for creating a visual serialized story didn't stop. So when I was coming up with the Lost Land Sage, that doesn't need to be there, actually. When I was coming up with the Lost Land Sage, I worked really hard before I even started posting YouTube videos to try and get better at backgrounds. And again, when I started, I still sucked. But the more I do it, the better I get. I'm kind of forced to get better. My brother called it, forced progress or something like that. I'll have to look at our text, but I really appreciated what he said. My tea is about to boil. Honey, tea, honey, honey, tea. I use a lot of honey. Hello, how goes things? Hi, Cobalt! Things are going well. We're working on backgrounds for chapter 5. I just made a fresh cup of tea. This spoon is a vintage spoon that my fiance got for me because he knows how much I love teacups and teaspoons and teapots and tea in general. And I'll be right back, Cobalt, because I need to go put this spoon down. Kicking honey across the floor. She's going crazy. Alright, I'm here officially. How are you? I hope you're doing well. What are you up to this Friday evening? What brings you here? Are you here to draw and chill? Are you here to watch the festivities? Either way, I hope it's going well. And I do have a question for you, if you're open to answering it right now. Ah, you're drawing! Hello! Hello, Celestial Mother Guardian. What a name, I kinda love it. Hi! Yeah, we're drawing chapter 5. We're working on the background. We finished the characters yesterday, and so all we have to do are backgrounds for this page. We still have a whole nother page that we haven't touched at all yet. And it's due in 2 days, so this might be a late stream. But welcome in. Happy to see you. You're off work today and also kind of working on an art project. Ooh. Well, now I have 2 questions. My first question is, did you create the character in your profile picture? And then my second question is, what's your art project? That sounds really fun, especially when you're doing it instead of whatever work that you have, you know, unless you love your job and what you do and you're passionate about it. And then, you know, more power to you. That looks terrible. And also doesn't make sense. Looks terrible, doesn't make sense. So, instead... we're just gonna keep that. Celestial, I think this is your first time in a stream. So first of all, welcome. Second of all, how did you find me? Actually, anyone in chat, I'm curious about how you guys find me. I feel kinda as if I'm a small enough YouTuber to be like niche, but I've been growing a bit lately, so I'm curious. You guys see me trying to draw it proper posture? It hurts actually. You created the OC with Blender. You're a 3D artist? Wait, I might want to commission you or something. If you take commissions, that is. Can I show you something really quick? I've been trying to learn 3D rendering to create my characters in a 3D space so I can draw them better. And this was my first try ever with any kind of software program, and this is Nomad. I don't know if this is good or not, but it took a really long time and I already have a lot to do. So I don't think I want to keep doing that, you know? You follow a lot of small artists and YouTubers, you kind of find people more authentic that way. I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that, actually. Especially, at least coming from the world of Twitch, it's the smaller creators that actually engage with their audience, remember their usernames, and create really great experiences. Which is something I hope to never lose. It's great. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for saying that. It's more of a technical heart, so it's hard for people sometimes. Oh, it was a learning curve. That's for certain, 5 certain, I'd even say. It took me about 2 days to complete just that head, and I'm not happy with it. It kind of looks like her old Wisteria, the main character, the one that's over there. It looks like her old face, not her current face, as you can tell by the art. But, you know, for a first try, I'm proud of it. The point is, I don't really have time to explore. But I don't know. We'll have to talk. We never got the chance to talk about that collab we discussed in the community tab, so who knows what's in the future. Which I'm sorry about, by the way. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I promise. I just somehow ended up running a business. I started off drawing silly little pictures, and now I run a business somehow. If you send character sheets or references over Discord, you can make a character. I'll definitely think about it. A part of me feels a little bit stubborn, in the sense that I want to learn. But also, I'm very aware that it's a whole new skill set. Just like the fact that you are entirely dedicated to 3D art is enough proof that the time investment it would take, I'll think about it. Essentially, it'll probably happen. I just don't know when, because I'm kind of a stubborn person. How long have I been making my series? That's an interesting question for many reasons. Is my tea cool yet? Let's chat a little bit. Cause my back/neck needs a little bit of a break anyway. It's only been 30 minutes of drawing, but my posture isn't very good today. How long have I been making my series? Well, if you go according to my YouTube channel, my first ever YouTube video for this channel was created in August of 2024. So that would be about a year and some months. Like a year and 4, 5, 6, so a year and a half. If you go according to my YouTube channel. You don't know if your messages are coming through? I just saw the question where you asked how long I've been making my series. There's just a bit of a delay with YouTube from where I see what you chat and what actually shows up in the live stream. So don't worry. I'm definitely seeing what you're saying. But if you go based on YouTube, it's been a year and a half of creating this series. Before even YouTube, there was a half of year of telling people around me that I was doing it, and then a year before that where I was not telling anybody what I was working on or what I was doing. I forced my then boyfriend, now fiance, to keep it a secret from everyone. Speaking of, he's calling right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. he's had a really busy day, so he wanted to talk. He, like I said in the last stream where he called while I was streaming, we call each other throughout the day all the time, so sometimes he calls and I'm streaming. But yes, to succinctly answer your question, a year and a half ago, I publicly started sharing about creating the Lost Land stage, but I actually started creating this story about 3 years ago, and it's been in the works ever since. The early concepts are very, very, very raw, and I would say I didn't start getting actually good at drawing until about last summer, and I'm still constantly improving, but yeah, that's the timeline, that's the story. My tea isn't cool enough to drink yet, so we'll get back to drawing at least for a little bit longer. I am very happy with how quickly the backgrounds are going by, though. Always storyboard. Always storyboard. Yeah. There we go. Fun fact, when I was storyboarding, I forgot to draw in this table. So that's why it looks so rough compared to all the other blocked in pieces of the background. Oof. Rough. If you missed the daily reminder yesterday, this is your daily reminder that your villagers miss you. And your favorite villager, you don't want them to move away, so go say hi. It's so awesome to see other creatives working on their passion projects. You remember when you first found me? Ooh, tell me more! I love this part. How did you find me? And thank you for sticking around. How long ago did you find me? It's so cool to be able to, like, live stream talk to you. And, you know, build that, I don't know, relationship? I don't know if that's the right word. But I feel like it's super important to know my supporters. I want to, I don't know, talk to you guys. I think it's cool to see who resonates with the story I'm telling. Because it's kind of like, oh, we could be real life friends. Not in a parasocial way. I'm not trying to be parasocial or anything, but in a like, oh, you like this? You understand what I'm saying when I'm doing this? We, you know, see eye to eye maybe. I find that cool. Art mutuals. Cobalt I feel like we were in the same art server. Am I correct on that? Which I'm barely active in anymore, if that's true. You screamed and followed so fast. You want to support us best you can. Inspires you so much. You are stream sweetie. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And I'm glad that it inspires you. I am fully in support and encouraging the pursuit of your own passion project, as you said. I can't wait to scream and follow you and watch your passions come to pass. I believe in you. I believe. What did I do? Oh, I see. You don't think so? You found me organically? Oh, that's even better. I think I just see your, you have a very memorable profile picture is I think the reason that I think that. So when I see it, I just think Cobalt Velvet, which is a little bit of a tongue twister name. It's fun. Tongue twister in a fun way, not in an annoying way. Which is a difficult thing to achieve, so good job. That sounded condescending. I didn't mean that in a condescending way, I promise. Yeah, that's a no for me, dog. Oh my gosh. The brother and the dogs are coming out early. I don't think anyone here was in yesterday's stream, so that sentence isn't gonna make a lick of sense. Which, speaking of, I'm trying to stream every day, at least an hour, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see how long that keeps up, and if that keeps up. But what do you guys think of that? I feel like that's a good thing to try and keep up, both for my art practice and also because I feel like I can talk to you guys and get to know you guys, and I can reach a lot of different people because some people are free during different parts or days of the week, you know? I just wanted to do that one really fast because it was easy. You think we actually follow each other? It's awesome, we can vibe out. See, yeah! The vibes are vibing. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And that's as Gen Z as my language can get. To be fair, I don't even speak millennial slang. If you guys want to hear a funny story about me and speaking slang and in memes and such, when I was in middle school, my best friend, which he's still my best friend to this day, We're probably going to be guests at each other's weddings because we're both engaged. But my best friend at the time, and I don't even know if he remembers this, but we were on a bus coming back from a school field trip. And, you know, I wanted to be cool. I wanted to fit in. So I'm saying all these slang things and like meme culture things. And he pulls me aside and he goes, "Hey, do you feel comfortable talking like that? Does that feel natural to you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You don't have to do that, you know." It still makes me laugh. He's like, "You don't have to speak cool, speak with the times." And I was like, "Oh, does it not sound natural?" And he was like, "No, it sounds uncomfortable." And really, I blame my mother for making me study the dictionary as a child, but it's made me a really great author / illustrator / graphic novelist. So what I'm bad at is slang, I make up for in literature, I guess we'll call it. And that's some lore you didn't know about me. That's so sweet. You know what's so sweet, you guys? I love having you guys in chat right now. This is such a relaxing Friday evening where we can do our projects together. We could do our art of all forms, 3D, 2D together. This is, dare I say, the life. You're the same. You want to be cool so bad. You can relate. You can relate. It's hard out here for us. But we're our own kind of cool. That's the thing. And then in the words of AI, but what they won't tell you is we're not uncool. We're so cool, we're ahead of the curve. Although AI wouldn't say it like that, probably. It'd still be really weird. My favorite tea, I don't even have to think about it. It's mint tea. Spearmint tea. Peppermint tea, if you know, spearmint tea isn't available. But spearmint tea with honey. And that's all I need. That's all I need to survive. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. I'm not drinking mint tea because whenever we have it at home, we always run out because it's my favorite. But I'll probably get some soon. You're chronically online, so you've definitely gotten used to slang. Like, just. These braces give me a lisp and make me stutter a little. Jester maxing. I used to actually. I had an era where the internet and we were one. It was the Feels Bad Man era, the Pepe Beam era. Like 2016, 2017 Twitch. That was my degen era, I call it. And better believe I was 5-head, super slanged out. That sounds kind of inappropriate, but I was I was in on it. Put all your energy and coolness in your OCs. In real life, you're so super nerdy. I kind of love that. I love that. It's like you have a secret power, almost. Like in the movies when it's the, you know, the nerd that people just laugh at or make fun of. Like Spider-Man, I'm thinking of Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man, where he's just this nerdy guy. And in real life, he's just this cool superhero. You're kind of like just this nerd. But in real life, you're an amazing artist. Talk about a flex. Talk about hitting them with the flex. All right. That is the line art done, guys. Oh, this is taking forever. Your characters will bully you. I kind of understand where that joke stems from. And I don't mean to laugh, but it is kind of funny. I don't think they would bully you, though. They would have to appreciate you. For you are the reason that they exist. Ooh, you guys are gonna see how I color. This is so exciting. Wow, I know, right? I want to wait until I get the, I don't actually know what I call this. I guess the outline, the flat. It's not really the flat colors. The underpainted flats down before I really look at the scene with you guys, but progress is going fast now. We're moving and grooving. I think it just took me a while to get used to actually creating on stream. It's like back in school, for me all those years ago, when kids would stop by your desk or at your table at lunch and say, "Oh, let me watch you draw. What are you drawing?" Super uncomfortable. But now, I'm used to it. I think it's because this community is so kind-hearted and sweet, and we all just care about everyone else's passions, and I think it's so beautiful. It makes coloring so much easier. Oh, yes. I wonder if I have some art where I can show you guys how I color, because colors are something I get the most compliments on when it comes to my art, like my illustrations art. And what in the heck was I doing here? What is this wrist? It stays, but it looks weird. Look at that. That is very strange. But yeah, I do like an underpainting, and I'll show you guys more once we get to it, but I've been wanting to share how I color for a while. I've been in the process of making a tutorial for about 4 months now. What do you guys think? Should we color characters first or the background first? I usually do the background first, but I'm willing to do the characters first if you guys would prefer that. You would love some color tips? Fun. Coloring has always been my favorite part of art. Coloring colors. Colors are my favorite part of life. Honestly, I just love this. Sometimes I get really sad for my 18-year-old self who never applied to any of the art schools that she wanted to go to because she didn't think she was good enough. And decided to be a graphic designer instead. And now look at me. Streaming myself drawing to the world. It just goes to show you guys. 1, everything in his perfect timing. 2, goes to show that just do what you want to do. Do what you want to do, and what's meant to happen will happen. And that's just the way it is. Oh no, yeah, it's a little sad. I wasn't a very confident teenager. Honestly, I wasn't very confident in my early 20s either. It probably wasn't until I was about 27 that I started getting more confident. And even now, at 29, I still sometimes get a little bit, should I have done that? Was that the right thing to do? But for the most part, I'm pretty comfortable in the skin I'm in, including the skill sets that I've developed throughout the years based on what I've focused on and everything that comes with that. School doesn't define you. Every artist has a voice that's meant to be shared. Oh my gosh, you have a way with words. If you don't have a YouTube channel where you post videos yet, I really think you should. You're slightly poetic with the way you speak. Very genuine and heartfelt as well. And you said you weren't cool. I'm starting to not believe you. Calling your bluff. I'm serious. We need to make this happen. You want to? Well, you've come to the right place. What's stopping you? You want to? I believe you'd be fairly good at it. So what exactly is stopping you? Let's attack this right now. Let's have some art therapy right now. You see hate online? That's unfortunately just going to exist. You get scared, and I understand. I completely understand that. Let me think. As someone who's been, and you're a black artist, as someone who has been creating online since I was 16 and I'm 29. So I've been creating online for many, many years, over 10 years. And also being black online. It is scary. It's very scary. The anonymity that comes with being online gives a lot of people the courage to say things they wouldn't say to your face or in front of their mother. Or I say in front of someone you respect, because you never know someone's familial situation. So it's things they would never say in front of someone they respect. I've even, unfortunately, had a hate raid happen to me back on Twitch in a few years ago, I think, at this point. That's why my Discord, you need to pay $1 in order to access it, to just deter people, because people kind of suck online. But the thing is, you either let those people win and scaring you away from pursuing your passions, or you just keep going anyway. Sometimes a little bit of dirty fuel is good, and sometimes that dirty fuel is doing something despite the fact that somebody doesn't want you to. Spite sometimes is a good enough reason. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, they invaded my Discord and spit some pretty nasty, hateful, disgusting things. It was very scary. It was terrifying. But I survived and I'm here. I'm stronger for it. So, and not to say, it's not for everyone. I'm not gonna try and force you to get into something that isn't for everyone. But if you really, truly feel pulled to do it, don't let negativity or fear keep you from pursuing the thing that you think you could potentially love and be very good at. What's getting in the way for you to make art is politics. It's important to learn and stay aware, so you lost motivation for creating art online. That's also a very difficult one, especially in today's online landscape. It feels like everyone has to take a political stance in one way or another. And that's how you build your audience, through politics. And I don't know if people want to hear it, but who you are as a person and what you believe doesn't always... Ooh, I feel like I'm in tricky territory. How do I say this without getting myself canceled? I don't always think everything needs to be shared, is how I'll say it. So, like in my previous Discord community before I created my new one, the rule was politics, religion, personal beliefs, all of those things, they weren't topics of discussion. If they came up, it was fine. The rule was to be respectful, and to be truly accepting and loving. And that's partly what I believe from my own personal beliefs, and also just respect for other people. But also, who am I to say? I mean, I don't have the answers. It's everyone's first time on Earth, so we can only do our best. And as long as we do our best and we act with integrity and honesty and from a place of love, then the people who resonate and understand should be able to find us. And that's what you really want. You want a community of people who share the same moral integrity as you, not necessarily the same political beliefs, in my opinion. Oh, I'm glad you think it's inspiring. I am a very opinionated person in my real life. I have very strong opinions, which is probably why YouTube is probably a good path for me. Art online used to be so simple. And it's not even the fact, like, if you truly feel impassioned to speak up about something and use your platform, that's not a bad thing. I think it becomes a bad thing when people expect people to do that. Some people are really impassioned about certain things more than someone else about certain things, and vice versa. Like, everyone has their thing that they are very passionate about. For me, it's security and privacy. I mean, obviously, as someone who's obviously suffered through a hate raid, security and privacy online are kind of really important to me. As someone with a chronic illness and a mental illness, it's health and wellness. Those things are really important to me. So those are things that I don't really mind speaking up about because they're a part of my everyday life and conversations. And for you, whatever that is for you, speak up about it. If it's politics, if politics is something that is super big in your life, then that's totally fine to speak about it. But it's not a necessity. My balloon was getting in the way. Not everything needs to be shared. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Not everything needs to be shared. Not even as deep as politics, even as simple as relationships. How many times online have you seen people, my balloon? How many times online have you seen people share about their relationship and then their breakup and all the messiness that comes with that, or their marriage and their divorce and all the messiness that comes with that, or just things that aren't really other people's business, especially when they say, hey, we just want to keep this private, when it's been in the public eye this whole time. Just, you don't have to share everything. You don't have to share everything. Human perspectives and opinion. Oh, I agree. Being a human is gotta catch them all, but perspective and opinions. Encounter and have conversations with, my philosophy, encounter and have conversations with as many people as you can, and it'll help shape you as a person. Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, speak to, engage with, genuinely and in good faith, as many people as you can. And if you agree with them, that's great. And if you disagree with them, that's better, because it'll help shape and refine you as a person. It'll help you understand why you believe what you believe better. I didn't mean to get philosophical and deep in this stream, but yeah, those are my opinions. You love speaking about mental health? Yeah. Successful than famous. That's what I say all the time. I want my work to be able to speak to my heart. That's what I want. I definitely don't want paparazzi following me around or people trying to get pictures of my feet. That sounds kind of terrible. Leave Brittany alone. You vibe for sure. I'm glad. I'm glad you don't regret your subscription. It is free, so you can always cancel it, but I'm glad you don't regret it. Art and philosophy are beautifully connected. I think that is a true, very true statement. I believe I've touched on it a little bit in a video, but not in depth, that art intrinsically speaks to who you are. You cannot create art, true art, without truly speaking to who you are as a person. And that's art as in what I'm doing, it's art as in 3D art, it's art as in poetry, it's art as in music, game development, writing, any kind of art, any kind of creative expression will speak to the soul of who you are as a person. That's what I truly believe, because I think it's impossible for that not to be the case. So, yeah. I wholeheartedly agree, Cobalt, that art and philosophy are intertwined. Wholeheartedly. Now, I'm reaching a little bit of a dilemma because, well, one, it's Friday, so that's good. My dilemma is I'm probably going to be drawing all night in order to get these pages done for Sunday and tomorrow. I just don't know if I should stream the whole time or not. And that's not really a question I'm putting on you guys. That's something I have to determine for myself because I don't want to force myself to do anything because then it's not enjoyable for anybody. And I'm posing this question to myself because I usually only stream until 7:30, 8 o'clock at the latest. So it's a little bit difficult. Or we could just play it by ear and just go until I'm done. That also works. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just go until I'm done streaming. Does that sound good, everybody? Art speaks from the soul, another version of you. Exactly! And that's another reason why AI can't make art. That's why it's not art. There's no soul. I'm right there with ya. Do what's comfy for you, yeah? Okay. Then we have got a plan, Stan. I kinda dig this side profile of Fern. She kinda looks like a hot fish. And I dig it. I dig it. She might be a hot fish, but she's my hot fish. Somebody said my art style reminds them of gorillas in the Goofy movie. And those are both animal-based art styles. So her kind of looking like a hot fish is kind of on brand. Kind of on brand. All in favor of putting AI in a blender? Sound off in the chat if you are in favor of putting AI in a rocket ship and shooting it off into space. Well, no, because then it might get super intelligent and then come back and destroy us. So I like the blender idea. All in favor of putting AI in a blender? Say I in chat, please. We're taking an official vote. The Legend of Zelda art style? Really? That's so sweet. I love The Legend of Zelda. AI bubble AI Bubble's gotta pop one of these days. Oh yeah. You can't just keep giving your friends money and then your friends give you money and make it seem like you guys have money. That's not how it works. Although all this money stuff is fake anyway. Waiting on the day. It will come. The day will come. Oh, I wanted to show you. I have something I want to show you. This is a gift that my fiance got me a few years ago. Majora's Mask is my favorite classic Zelda game. And I think it's really cute. Sits on my stand up there. I also, on my desk here, have this Zelda patch that I haven't put on anything yet because I'm too scared I'm going to put it on something that I won't like anymore. And then this coaster, I got these for my fiance. A dog ate his original set, so I got him another set, but I kind of commandeered the Zelda one. But it's a coaster, so that's also on my desk. I don't think there's any other easily accessible Zelda things around. Oh, actually, not true, not true. That best friend I told you about from middle school, we're still friends, but some years ago, he got me this heart piece. Legend of Zelda art heart piece. That stays in this box. And on this wall right here, honestly, my fiance and I were meant to be, because we also, on this wall up here, have a Zelda digital art painting that he created years ago. So we have that up on the wall. In our bedroom, on the two sides of the bed, we have two different Zelda posters. One is his Breath of the Wild Zelda poster, and one is my, I believe it's Link to the Past. I don't remember, but it's a pixel art Zelda Link. It's Link, not Zelda, but a pixel art Link in like a circle pattern. Super cool, super cool. So in this house, we love The Legend of Zelda. So you saying that was very amazing and touched my heart very, very much so. You saw it. Breath of the Wild? That's so nice. I'm playing through Breath of the Wild right now. It's my first time playing it. You're mad at AI. You can't give it in RAM. Oh my gosh. What they're doing to products is stupid. Stupid. The mask. You love Majora's Mask. You're a Twilight Princess girly. Yes. We love the darkness. Yes. You love Twilight Princess too? We've got some people with good taste in here. This is our little secret right now. Inspires your art style? Oh, I love that. We share the same brain cell. We've all got this one little brain cell that's just bouncing around like That's so sweet. Oh yeah. Breath of the Wild. I'll cry then. I have an unpopular opinion about Breath of the Wild. Ugh. Ew. I think a piece of dust got in my tea. Unpopular opinion about Breath of the Wild. I don't like that game. I miss the old Zelda format. I DNF'd Breath of the Wild. I think I was touching on this a little bit yesterday, but I started playing the game. I was having fun in the Great Plateau, and then they kind of gave you access to the whole world, right? And even though I'm not really a fan of open world games, I decided to give it a chance. Don't like Skyrim. What other open world games have I played that I DNF'd? I don't know, but there's quite a few. Anyway, the point is, I started playing. I decided to go towards the village, the main village. Similar to one, the Ocarina of Time, at the base of Death Mountain. I went to that village. The name is escaping me right now, but I went there and met Impa, all that stuff. Went to go see what was up with the Iga clan, and got there, was doing that, got frustrated. Somebody was like, well, just go do something else. I went to go explore. Wasn't having a lot of fun. Really was not having fun at all, actually. And for people, I think I'm too type A to enjoy Breath of the Wild and subsequently Tears of the Kingdom. I have no direction. I have nothing to do. It's like, oh, you do what you want to do. I don't want to do what I want to do. That's why I'm playing a video game. I want to be told what to do and how I can win so I can get the happy da-da-da-da, you did the thing, congratulations, you did a good job, now use this thing to do this thing, and then once you do that, good job, and now you can beat the bad guy, go beat the bad guy, and then go beat the bad guy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did it, and it's like, good job, you saved the world, congratulations, and I'm like, perfect, that's what I want, that's why I love Zelda. Tell me what to do, and I will do it, and then we will win, and then we can all be happy, and I can go to sleep at night like, I saved the world. I don't want to be able to do what I want to do. I can do that in my real life, and it's stressful. I want to be told what to do. Tell me what to do, and I will do it, and I will do it to the best of my ability. Otherwise, why am I here? Why am I here? I don't need escapism, at least not in this way. I need a task list. I need main quest. I need side quests. I need all the NPCs I can talk to. I need story. I need... That's what I need. That's what I need in my games. And I'm really, really sad. I actually cried. Last year, I read an article where and I don't know how honest the article was, but I read an article where they said that the creators of The Legend of Zelda said that they will probably never be going back to their original format. I'm actually getting a little emotional right now, which just sounds so stupid. But that sucks. That sucks. Because I really don't like the open world format. I really don't like it. I don't like it at all. So yeah. That's my unpopular opinion about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You see that? Sometimes you feel like you need someone to tell you what to do next. Yeah, I don't want the free roam. You like to be able to go around and go for the main story like Fallout or Elden Ring. I want to give Fallout a chance. Fallout 4 looks really fun. Elden Ring... I don't know. My best friend, my lady best friend, my best friend that I cosplay with and do fun things with, that I love very much, she actually really recommends me to play Elden Ring. And because I respect and love her, I'm heavily considering it. And that's about as far as that goes. Honestly, it scares me. I played Bloodborne briefly, very briefly in college, and it scared me. I don't like scary games. I like dark games. I don't like scary games. Oh yeah. No, it's great. it's a great concept for people who like that. Like Cobalt, I feel like you definitely like that. Based on like what you're saying about the kind of things you like to do in video games. And I know quite a few people in my actual real life who love Breath of the Wild. And they're like, original Zelda format, who? Miss her? I don't even know her, kind of deal. And that's great for them. I don't want to yuck their yum. Good for you. But what about me? You crashed out at Elden Ring? I think I did briefly play an Elden Ring game, or it might have been Dark Souls, I really don't remember. But I remember I was playing it, I was going through this castle, and the skeleton people kept coming and coming and coming, and no matter how many I killed, they kept coming. And so I started running past them. And I got to this like thing, and I went through it, and there was this big boss, and I died, and I was like, well, this is stupid. So I think I kind of crashed out too. I don't know if you're talking about in the same way, but that was my rage quit moment. If you want to know the kind of video games I like, which spring are, which, let me see if I can get this out without knocking this over. Which Spring R is my favorite video game series. I mean, now that The Legend of Zelda has changed their format, I had to get a new favorite game. But this is Pieberry. She's gonna be my next cosplay whenever I get around to it. And she's the cutest little witch that ever lived, and I love her. This is Black Joe. And it's a JRPG, and I love it. I also have the Witch Spring R art book on my desk because I like to look at it for inspiration and motivation and references. So yeah. Those are the kind of games I like, though. A big rock chased you. That sounds kind of hilarious, I cannot lie. You love that. Wait, because I've never met anyone else who even knows what this game is. Oh my gosh. They have free DLC. Can you believe it? Nobody releases free DLC anymore. I definitely bought the collector's edition. I definitely stayed up way later than I should have playing the entire game. I essentially beat it on Steam and then bought it on Switch when I got the collector's edition and beat it again. Like, I love this game. I love Pieberry and Justice together. I'm their biggest fan. My first ever fan art was of Pieberry. I'm obsessed, actually. Oh, you saw it at GameStop! Wait, that's so cool. That is so cool. I love that you know what that is! It's so cute. Oh my gosh, Pieberry is the cutest ever, and she's so bad A. Like, she's cute and she'll kick your butt. I'm sold. Just tell me less and just give me the game. In fact, give me everything you have in relation to this game. I'm really hoping they continue coming out with more. There's no way they don't continue like remaking and coming out with the games and stories because of how freaking well Witch Spring R did. And I know not everyone knows what it is, but it did really well, where it had 2 rounds of like collector's edition releases, the Japanese one and the English one. Give me a job to draw cute things and my life is yours. Listen. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to draw something cute. Ooh, I want to see if I can still draw my Chinese characters. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember very many at all. I don't think that's right. I haven't practiced in a long time. A very, 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 very long time. When I say a very, very long time, it's been like a month, but it's better to practice every day. Needy Streamer is a big game you love. I've never heard of it. Huh. I have to look into it. We have very similar taste. Not the same taste, but very similar taste. And so if it's a game you like, I'll check it out. Right now I'm playing through Tales of Zilla and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't know if you guys are on my Instagram, but I drew some fan art for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 recently. It was a Valentine's Day gift for my fiance, because that's his favorite game, and I'll show you guys right now, actually. The fan art that I drew was to gift him this. It's a game mat that we can play Force of Will, another nerdy card game that he taught me that I love. We could play it together. So, yeah. Really? We're just a bunch of nerds over here. You'd love to practice one day? All you gotta do is start. The reason I love sharing with people, the reason I started learning Chinese, I fell in love with Chinese dramas, and I draw every day. In fact, I draw way too much to set aside the 45 minutes per episode in the like 30 episode season. I draw too much to be able to set aside time to be able to dedicatedly watch these shows. Sometimes I do it anyway, but so I wanted to learn Chinese so that I could watch these shows without having to pay attention to them. So just like how some people put on like Gossip Girl or something while they draw, I want to be able to put on my favorite Chinese dramas and not have to pay attention to them while I draw. And that is the sole and only reason I decided to learn Chinese. And it's actually going really well. Besides the fact that I haven't practiced, I can watch my shows without subtitles and understand a lot of what's going on. I can use context clues, and I know enough words where I can understand what they're saying. I can't speak it super well yet. The tones are very difficult. But I can understand it. And I can write it a little bit. I went to a really old, not really old, but I went to a bookstore during WebComic-Con last summer. And there was this older couple that owned and ran the store. They were so cute. And I bought, I'm just getting up and showing you guys everything. Oh, my camera flickered. Oh, here it is. I bought for like $1 this book, this Chinese learning book. This is a very good book. I'm learning Chinese really fast because of this book. The characters are the traditional characters, so I will say it's a little outdated when I'm typing in Chinese on my phone. I have to learn the modern characters for some of these. So like some of the characters that I wrote just now, they're the traditional characters, not the modern like characters. But I can text in Chinese, so this is a good book. Do not underestimate the power of going to just a cute little local bookstore. It's so good. That's really cool. Just explore the world. You'll be so surprised of the cool, awesome things you find. And that couple, they were so sweet and cute. I also bought a really big dictionary thesaurus that I keep in my bedside because I like to look up words, but I don't like to look them up on my phone when I'm settling in for the night. And also, like I said, my mom made me study the dictionary growing up, so I feel like I always need to have a dictionary in my house. But I also bought that from the bookstore. Again, not super expensive. I don't think I paid more than $10 for that, and it's a very big dictionary and thesaurus. Amazing. I love local bookstores so much, and I love that one specifically. You love China personally? Really? I have mixed feelings about China. I love China through the media that I consume and watch so much. I'm told, like, I was raised during the time of China propaganda. I don't know how China propaganda is nowadays, but I was very much indoctrinated into the China bad brain camp. And so I have mixed feelings where I'm like, I would love to visit China. China looks really fun. And not just fun, like I know there are things going on, just like in America, but honestly, I think China's really cool. I think it's really cool. And then the time lapse, when you see all the color fill up the page, that's what happens. That's better. I think I would love to visit China one day. I'd love to go to Shanghai. I'd love to go to that one city that starts with a J that I can't remember right now. Just all the places. I would love to visit all the restaurants and places that I see in the dramas that I watch. I would love to meet is it Yang Yang or Ying Ying? I don't remember, but he's my favorite Chinese actor. I love him. I would love to meet him. I'm deep in the China fan club. I cannot lie. I'm deep in the China fan club. It's like the way I feel about China is the way I feel about Ohio. For context, I'm a Michigander. If you're not in the States and you don't understand that, Michiganders hate Ohio. It stems from the college football and just extends into a part of our culture. But I have my brothers and my nephews who live in Ohio. My nephews were born in Ohio. But like, I hate Ohio, you know? And that's how I feel about China. Like, I was taught that China's a bad place. China's terrible. But I really like China. So it's a very complex, nuanced relationship. Anyway, that's enough jabbering about whatever. Just talking y'all's ear off. You're a China glazer, but you're biased because you're Asian. Are you Chinese? And also, glaze away. You're in good company. Yes, back to art, yes. Except now we're talking about nationality and heritages. You glaze that Chinese donut, and I will admire it. I might even Ariana Grande it. Very niche internet culture. Is that niche internet culture? Ariana Grandeing a donut? I know what people mean when they say Ariana Grandeing someone's boyfriend. Your Laos Vietnamese. Oh! I don't know as much about those cultures as I do about Chinese, but it is indeed Asian. So why China? I am curious about that. I do think it's really cool that in this stream we've been able to find so many common things that people enjoy together. And that's why I think live streaming is so important. You just get to see more of people in a way that you just can't in posting videos alone. Progressive energy plans and healthcare rights and stuff. Honestly, when it comes to energy efficiency, I think China is way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. When it comes to prosecuting pedophiles, America needs to take some notes. I'm just saying. My lip gloss is getting really bad. Their healthcare is so good. I admittedly don't know much about the details, but from observation through media, it seems extremely good. Definitely. And their beauty standards are interesting. But I'm just talking about, like, social things, not really, political or government things, because I admittedly don't know much about it. I'm not going to speak much about something I don't know. Notes need to be taken. Copious notes. Yep. And that is what we will say about that. I don't know what's going on. Outside, out there, I'm confused every day. Every day we get closer and closer to idiocracy. I remember I saw this Gatorade commercial the other day when I was watching Disney Plus. Bob's Burgers. You know what it is. But I was watching Disney Plus and I got an ad for Gatorade. And the ad said, Gatorade, it's better than water. And I had a full idiocracy moment where I was like, it's what plants crave? What do you mean it's better than water? I'm made of 70% water, not Gatorade. What do you mean? You explained that healthcare is... Listen. Why healthcare is a business? I don't know. I don't know. But it is. And that's what I mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's better. I thought I would not have believed it to be true. I thought I was having a fever dream. I thought I was up too late drawing. But I've seen the ad since then multiple times. Multiple times I've seen this ad. It is a true ad, and they truly do say it's better than water. My flabbers were so gasted. So flabbergasted. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, when did this happen? When did we get to this timeline? When? Why? Why? Who decided idiocracy is a great way to format this country? Let's do that. We gotta all call, listen, you know, we better call Saul. That didn't make sense. I just wanted to say it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It didn't make sense. I just wanted to say it. I'm getting a little stuffy. Here in Michigan, all the snow is starting to melt, and it's going into the air, and it's making things very wet. Everything's wet and a little bit gross, and it's making my immune system not very happy, to be frank. Me and my homegirls are upset, and my homegirls are my immune system. Gross. It's hot in the East Coast? Really? Man, it's usually colder over there than it is here in the Midwest. So that's surprising. Very surprising. Cobalt, is it hot or cold where you are? Or rainy or sunny? If you want to share, you don't have to share. Oh, you're far down east. Gotcha. Are you neighbors with Florida Man? That sounded like such a fake laugh. She's a little bipolar. So am I, girl. No. I did notice something. Speaking of, I noticed something funny about my social media feeds. So I'm not technically just bipolar. There's also a little schizophrenia sprinkled in there. But it's really funny because on my social media feeds, you can tell when I'm manic, because if you scroll through, it'll be like a big chunk of short form videos of me in the same outfit. So it'll be like 10 videos of me in the same outfit, and these are just 10 different shorts that I made in the same night. And I was like, I don't need to wait, I just post them, and I just post them all. And then there's a big chunk of nothing, and then it's like one video here, maybe a video here, a video here, but you could always tell when I'm a little bit manic, because I'll just have a big thing of videos. And I just joke sometimes, because sometimes I cope with humor, very much so. So I'm just like, hey, it's helping me look better with the algorithm. Florida scares you? Well, Florida scares everyone. I think Florida scares itself. You never notice? It's especially obvious on TikTok. I don't know if it's super obvious on Instagram because I keep my reels off of my main feed on Instagram. She's so pretty. She is so pretty. Okay. Now I see why she's winning all the votes. My feed is steady. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. I truly think it's my TikTok that's crazy. TikTok is the place that I use for testing content. I test my content on TikTok. YouTube is my aesthetic platform. Everything's got purple hues, and it's very aesthetic, very image-based aesthetic. Instagram's the in-between, where my trial reels and my reels are a lot more, they could be aesthetic or they could not be aesthetic. It could go either way, really. And then TikTok is just my Wild West, where I just post. She just be posting for real. My hair is getting really poofy, so it's time to turn into a potato. It's potato time! I try not to pull my hair back too much because I cut my hair really short in one chunk because it got really tangled and I couldn't detangle it. But it's growing out, so you can't really tell too much anymore. We're potatoed out. TikTok is literally a Wild West. Oh yeah. If I ever want an honest opinion about something, I ask TikTok. The other day I asked, I saw a bit of content on YouTube that was talking about how out of touch small business owners are about pricing. And somehow I turned into a small business owner. So I asked my TikTok community because I thought, if anybody will tell me the truth, TikTok will tell me the truth. And so I asked them, hey, why do you think nobody's buying my graphic novel on my home site? It's priced $25. Like, this is what's in it, blah, blah, blah. And they were honest. They were like, it's priced fine. Your prices are fine. We just don't know who you are. And I was like, you know what? Bet. True. Facts. So true, bestie. And yeah. So I've been focusing on marketing. I've also been having to get more comfortable with sharing my face online, which has been interesting. I talked about this a little bit briefly before, but people tend to engage with my content more when my face is visible over when it's just my art focused or it's my persona focused, which I had to come to terms with. And now I post a lot more content with my face because people engage more. You see random videos like a tumbleweed video? And you know, love it or hate it, that is TikTok. Love it or hate it, we accept it. I don't scroll on TikTok. That I post on TikTok, but I don't scroll on TikTok, which is very interesting. And I look at my TikTok follower ratio, and it makes me a little sad because I'm only following 8 people, even though I almost have 400 followers. And I don't want to be one of those weirdos who's like, oh, I'm just not going to follow anybody back. I'm only going to follow one person, or I'm going to follow 0 people because I'm so cool and I'm better than you. I don't want to be one of those people. But I don't engage with content on TikTok, so I don't know who to follow. Those 8 people that I'm following are just 8 random people that talked to me. And I was just like, I guess I'll follow you. But like, people don't talk to me really on TikTok, and because I don't engage with content, I don't know who or what to follow, so I don't follow anybody. And so I end up looking like those weirdos who are like, I only follow one other person and it's my best friend. Marketing is hard. You're working on yeah, marketing is hard. I mean, I already have you guys, Cobalt and Celestial. Like, this has been a really fun stream. Artec, when he's here, I don't want to assume, when they're here, Artec, I really enjoy having them here. Glimmer Moon, I enjoy having Glimmer Moon here. Hassan was like one of my first subscribers, and I definitely remember him and enjoy when he's here. Like, you guys have made this really fun. So along the way, if we get more people like you as marketing gets better, that's okay by me. You're the same? It's so difficult. How do I know who to follow? If you say hi to me, I'm following you. Otherwise, like, I don't know. What do I do? Are you new here? All right. And we've got characters, colored, backgrounds, line arted, NPCs, existing, this page is getting closer and closer to being done. Guys, we're so close. We're so close. I heard once in a YouTube video long ago that the best comics / graphic novels are ones that tell a story without any words. And I think this tells a good story with no words. I think. You're shy. Your friends are big content creators, so you feel small. That's so... That's lovely. That's a lovely... I just wanna... You briefly gave me cute aggression. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna turn off my iPad for the stream for a sec. Actually, I'm just gonna move to just chatting for a second. I feel awkward because you can see my big old potato head in full HD, but I want to change my reference up. And again, I just don't like showing the screen when I do that because I don't always know what's going to show up in my photo library because I'm an artist and sometimes there are a little bit of risque pictures showing, and I know that YouTube doesn't really like that, and I'm not trying to get, you know, in trouble or banned or anything like that. So we're just doing that really fast. And turn back on the iPad. Oh my nose. My nose is super dry. Okay. this is my color reference because I got sick of having to figure out what colors I'm doing every time. Understandable? Thank you. It always feels a little bit awkward. Alright, now we're gonna color the backgrounds. Backgrounds don't get an underpainting, they just get colored and textured. But I will show you guys how I do that. That's also something that I was going to show you guys in a previous stream that I wasn't able to do. So I'm glad that we'll be able to do it this time. So basically step one is to outline the shapes of the things that you want to color and then fill in the color. That's step one. I wonder what game this is from. It's got a little bit of a Xenoblade flair. So I wonder if it's a JRPG. All of this music for this entire stream, it's all been video game lo-fi. If you want, I could drop in the chat the playlist. It's 10 hours of video game lo-fi music with no ads, so it's pretty good. Or I could share it in the community tab so you guys can have it more permanently. But this is my second time with this playlist, third time using a playlist from this channel, and I'm very satisfied. I'm very satisfied. Oh my gosh! Mistakes were made! You're back? No ads. No ads. Yep, this playlist has effective 0 ads for 10 hours of video game lo-fi music. It's pretty great, and I've used it enough to be satisfied with it. So I'm just giving them a little shout out. In fact, let me just link this in the chat right now. The music is going to pause for a second. I use DuckDuckGo browser. Again, privacy. I'm a big online privacy person. So I have to switch over to the actual... Oh no, I lost my place. Because I also don't have my history turned on YouTube. Okay, big data privacy person. We don't have to talk about it. But I had to switch over in order to get the actual... this is just where we're gonna be. Get the actual information. You have an ad blocker, but you still like it. I hate ads. You guys want to hear something funny about me and ads? So, like I said, big data privacy person, me. And so I don't have my location services turned on any of my devices. I'm not findable. I'm not discoverable. My location is not turned on Instagram. Venmo keeps asking me for my location now every time I try and use it, and it's really creeping me out because I'm like, you've never asked for my location before, now you need my location. Weird. Anyway, big into data privacy. Google and YouTube, I don't have any history or anything turned on. Sometimes it makes me wonder if that's like a part of sometimes when I'm not being pushed by the algorithm, but that's neither here nor there. I don't have any of that turned on. So I don't have any ads personalization turned on. I turned it all off every time I make any kind of Google interaction at all. And it's funny because they have no ad information for me. So essentially, the ads that I get, because I'm too lazy to figure out how to make an ad blocker work. Every time I try and use an ad blocker, YouTube does this weird thing where it's like, hey, you're using an ad blocker, we're gonna stop showing you YouTube videos, blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, this is so loud. Did this get much louder for anybody, or is it just me? I feel like I had to yell in order to be heard. It got so loud. But yeah, so because they don't have any ad information for me, all of the ads I get, not just on YouTube, not just Google services, any kind of streaming service, any kind of service where they try and send you personalized ad or use your cookies or whatever, I get ads for other people. So I get ads for the people that are around me. And I've learned more than I ever wanted to know about a lot of people. You're huge on internet security and whatnot too. Really? Vivaldi and uBlock Origin. We're friends on Discord for now, because if you're big on internet security and stuff, who knows how long we'll be on Discord. But send me that on Discord, please. Please, please, please. I will enjoy it. But yeah, I get other people's ads. And so like in our apartment, we live in an apartment, and in our apartment building, because I don't get any personalized ads, I know more than I want to know. Can I tell you guys something that I've been keeping a secret? I know that someone in this building is having issues with, they need a little blue pill. Let's say that. They need a little blue pill. And like, I never wanted to know that. But I know that. All because I don't have personalized ads on. And Google's just trying to figure out what I need. And so they're like, this person in the building, they get ads for this, so let's send this to her. I'm like, this is the wrong target. I am not your target audience. No. I know. Every time I get the ad, it's like these two AI women in this kitchen, and they're like, he used to do this, and then now we're like, please, I don't know. This is not my business. Or like, I'll get more innocent ones where it's like, oh, are you balding? Are you a balding man? Ew. Who likes balding men? Like, yuck. Take this pill. Like, I'm not a balding man, but thank you. Good to know. But the balding ad, I kind of like the balding ad because the energy that the little AI person is giving is I'm kind of feeling it. She's like, you're still balding? Like, so aggressively. It really makes me laugh. You kind of laughed? No, it's a little funny. Sometimes when I'm walking around and I see like other people in the building, I'm like, is it you? Are you? And I don't want to think that. I don't want to know that. But like, I'm like, is it you? I'm like those dogs who are side-eyeing people and walking down the stairs like, are you the one? Oh, I completely missed this. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm definitely not judging anyone. Everyone's got their things going on in life and we can't control it. as someone who is a proponent of getting older and also someone who has gotten older, I understand, you know, you can't really control things sometimes. Why is this music so loud? I'm just gonna skip forward a little bit, because why is that so loud? It's distracting. Me and my homegirls have to yell to be heard. And it's annoying. But yeah. I hope for his happiness and that life is as beautiful as the day he was born and or created. And that's what I'll say about that. Ooh, a spider soda? Or just a spider themed character? Either way, very cool. Oh. If you feel comfortable posting in the community, I would love to see it when you're done with it. I don't know if people know that, but you guys are able to post in the community. I got a notification from YouTube a while ago that you guys can do that. Honestly, I don't really know how it works, so I could be the reason that no one's done it, but yeah. Still, spider themed character, very cool. I love spiders. We will take no spider slander in this chat. If you don't like spiders, you're scared of spiders, I understand we can't control what we're scared of or what we have phobias of most of the time, but I am a spider lover. I'm a spider fan. You didn't know? Yeah, I don't think people know. I should make a community post to let people know, because I would love to see the art that you guys are working on, the projects you guys are working on. Like, I would love to see it. I am not someone who enjoys... I'm sharing all my unpopular opinions today. I think those videos where people do like, let me critique your art or let me make your art better, are never... That's not it, brother. That's not the one. I'm getting flashbacks to the one semester of art classes that I completed before I dropped out of college. And two, a lot of these critiques are not coming from places of critiques that help refine a person's style. They're always critiques to make them more like the artist that is critiquing them. So it's never, hey, your anatomy here is a little off, what are you going for? Like, and that's why I don't like those videos, because these critiques are more of an ongoing conversation, not your arms are too long. Because, I mean, look at Rankin Bass movies, the arms are all very long, so maybe that is legitimately a part of their style. But if you're saying, hey, your arms are too long, they're not autonomically, whatever that word is, they're not correct. You're essentially nickbeing, you're cutting this rose that's growing, you're cutting the head off, and putting a daisy on it and saying grow better. So I really don't like that content at all. It's like one of my least favorite bits of art content, and it was a really, really popular meta for a while where every single art YouTuber was like critiquing these art tutorials, critiquing your art, making your art better, and it's like, that ain't it, fam. That ain't it, fam. If you want to do a critique, I think those videos can be done in a good way. And I think the way to do it is to do one critique of one person's portfolio at a time and invite them onto your channel. Have an ongoing conversation with that person saying, hey, let's, you know, talk about your art. Let's talk about your motivations. Let me understand what you're trying to do. So when I'm giving you these critiques, it's coming from a place that will actually genuinely help you, not from my high horse understanding of art. You know? I feel like it's my unpopular opinion because those videos do really well and people make them still, but my opinion. People want it, sure, but it's just a random slander that's so different. Oh yeah, that's also true. A person has to ask for it. That's also true. You need to join the Discord. That's a complicated request. My Discord is locked behind a $1 paywall. As I said earlier in this stream, I have had a hate raid before, and although I know that you're probably a decent person and won't bring bad people into the Discord, it wouldn't be very fair for the people who have paid $1 and are in the Discord to let you in without that. So if you truly want to join the Discord, my Ko-Fi should be in the description of this video, and for $1 you can join the Discord, but it is not free. And again, I feel really bad about that, and I very much apologize about that, because I try to make it as low cost of an entry as possible. I just wanted to make it more of a difficult entry than just click and join because of my poor experience. Oh, Celestial, you were so sweet. Let me check the description to make sure my Ko-Fi is there. It is. So my Ko-Fi is one of the links in the description. And if you go there, there are only 2 tiers. I need to take away the $10 tier because I'm making a member site, but the $1 tier is what you can join to join the Discord. And I can't wait to see you there. And thank you for wanting to join. You thought I had a Patreon? No! Actually, I have an entire YouTube video from like year ago about that too. I made a Ko-Fi because I thought Ko-Fi was kind of like a Venmo, like a donation platform, like a buy me a coffee or something. And it turns out it wasn't that. It was more like Patreon, and I didn't really anticipate that. And so when it was like, what are your rewards and things like that, I was kind of caught off guard and not prepared. So I had rewards, but now I'm making a member site on my home site, which I can tell you guys about those tiers and rewards if you're at all interested in hearing about them. But I'm hoping to get that released by March, so that the mail club and other things like that people can join. The mail club is when I'm going to mail everyone a part of the mail club the custom voted sticker and postcard every single month. So I'm trying to get that done for March because you guys voted for the March sticker / postcard, and March is coming up fast because February is a short month. It's only short by a couple of days, but those couple of days make a difference. My to-do list is always full. Thank you. Also, I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's so cool. It's so cool to have people who are also excited about these things. I will admit, I will not pull the wool over your eyes. I do work very hard on these things, very long hours. So it's very cool to be able to see other people who are really excited about them. And we could just like giggle about them together. I can... Hopefully nothing too bad is up here, but where am I going? I'm going here. I'm going here. Nope, I'm not going there. I'm going... Actually, yes, I am going there. Nope, I'm not going there. That's incorrect. I'm going here. This is the March stuff. So Wisteria won the vote, so this is going to be Wisteria. I just have to do it. But yeah. Very exciting, very exciting. Guys, we are officially at the longest stream. I forgot about my tea. Oh my gosh. It makes me want a hot dog real bad. This is so good. It's a ginger peach turmeric tea. Oh, excuse me. Celestial, that's very kind. It's surreal. It's surreal to have strangers and outsiders and people who don't know me in real life. Which does not negate any kind of connection, because obviously we have a lot of common here in this chat. But it's very cool. It's very cool. Stitch! Oh my gosh, yes! I used to love Stitch. I still like animated Stitch. I feel like they kind of ruined all the lore of Lilo and Stitch with the live action movie. Also a video that I made, but yes, I am a fan. I'm a fan. This was a Christmas gift that my mother got to me. Look at those ears. He's my baby. Mine too. I didn't know we had a baby. So I technically haven't seen the live action movie. So some people would say that means I have no place to criticize. But I know what happens, and that's why I chose. My fiance and I were he was taking me on a date to go and see the live action Lilo and Stitch. Literally the day we were supposed to go and see it, he just so happened to be scrolling on social media, and the story got ruined for him. And he looked over at me. We were sitting on this couch right here, which is my dream couch that I thrifted for $80 or $70, either $70 or $80, doesn't matter. My dream couch that I thrifted. We were sitting on that thing. And he looked over to me and he said, I don't know if you want to go see this movie. Because he knows I love Lilo and Stitch so much, and he knows why I love Lilo and Stitch so much, because of family, found family, making love in a hopeless place. Like, I love, these are the foundations of Lilo and Stitch that I love. And so he looks over at me and he goes, I don't know if you want to see this movie. And I, in my full Stitch get up, am like, what do you mean? Innocent? I don't understand. And he's like, do you want this to be ruined for you? And I'm like, I already know the story. It can't be ruined. And he told me what happened in the story. And I said, we are not going to watch this movie. We're not giving Disney a dime. We are not contributing to this. And now it's on Disney Plus, and you know, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. And I refuse to watch it. because I'm not giving Disney anything. Because I don't appreciate what they did. I really don't. And I know some people are like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's more realistic. Why does a movie about an alien need to be realistic? And the jury was silent because why does a movie about an alien need to be realistic? It doesn't. It's a movie about an alien. And why is it so unrealistic for us to find love in a hopeless place? Word to Rihanna. I don't understand. I truly don't understand what the vision was. A very good story that does not need to be changed. Ruined. And I know a lot of people had their gripes about other Disney live action remakes, and I understand that, and I fully supported them. The only one I've seen is the Beauty and the Beast one. I saw that in theaters. And it wasn't anything to write home about, but it wasn't like desecrating the movie, so far as I know. It was never my favorite, so I don't really know. But because Lilo and Stitch was my favorite, I'm just like personally hurt. I felt personally attacked by that. Kind of vibes. Try to make sense of it. Your guess is better than mine. I don't know. It's supposed to be made up. Well, that doesn't make sense in this world because it's not this world, sweetie. Look, hold my hand when I tell you this. It's fake. Like, I'm so sorry that you can't imagine a red apple in your head when I say red apple, but like, it's not real. It does not have to be real. And I didn't mean to come for people who can't see a red apple when I say red apple, but like, it doesn't have to be real. In fact, it's not supposed to be. It's exactly not supposed to be real. Whoops. And now they're doing Moana. And I've seen things about that online where it's like they got the actor for Moana who has the hair type that she should have as the actor for Moana, and then they gave her, I don't know if it's truly a wig or if they straightened her hair, but they changed her hair to have like a slight wave. They're like, ooh. It's like, okay, cool. You did all this work to be able to animate curly hair, and but for live action, we don't need it. Cut out the curly hair. Ew. Gross. Not me. I have curly hair. Them. Those people. And you know, they'll have some kind of excuse. Oh, it was this. This is why. There's a logical reason. There's a purpose. Alright. Sure, Jan. Kind of vibes. Okay, we've got all of these filled in. Let's color. Okay, so this is how I color. I'll take the base color, I'll lighten it by 5% in the brightness and opacity, or brightness and hue and saturation tab. Then I will take the section of the thing that I want to color. For wood, it takes the longest because the wood goes in different directions, but I will take the wood. This is taking a little brain power, so I'm a little quiet. So I'm basically having to think in negative space. Okay, I'll take the wood and then I'll take the texture of the thing that I'm doing. So this is a twig brush, and these brushes all come with Procreate. My Ghibli brushes are not in my new iPad, so I can't actually use them, but I need to fix that because I miss my Ghibli brushes. But I'll take the brush in the base color, not the lightened color, but the base color, and then I'll just create the texture with that brush, and it creates the woody texture in the direction that I want it to, and the color that I want it to be without losing the integrity of it. I don't like that actually. I'm gonna have to fix that. So we're gonna start with the tables and chairs first. But wood is the hardest because, as you can see, with wood grain, I've found it's kind of important to be able to tell what direction the wood is going in. It makes the art look more better. So I take the time to do it. And this is how I color backgrounds. Ooh, a little too heavy-handed there. And that's what we're gonna do to fill in the rest of this wood. And that's a slight look into how I color characters, but not completely. It's a little bit more steps with characters. Ooh. Ooh. And that's how you get wood that... Ooh. Oh no, it's just colored in a lot. Like this, where this wood is going in different directions. Yeah. And it takes longer, but it's worth it. I think it's very much worth it. There we go. I did that incorrectly. Little details, but they're the ones that I care about. I just feel like it makes a really big difference, personally. She's zooming. She's speeding. She doesn't have any more tea, so she might end stream soon. Gosh, what time is it? I don't think I've moved this. Oh, I guess I've gotten up a few times. Gosh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I've got so much work to do. It's a good thing tomorrow's Saturday. I could just spend all day drawing. It is what it is. All right. I think this is going to be the end of stream for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really had a lot of fun. I think these streams just keep getting better and longer. Better and longer. So no complaints here about that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for being awesome. If you aren't a subscriber in this stream, subscribing would be cool. I post videos every other Sunday, and I post new graphic novel pages on the Sundays in between. So long. Oh my gosh, I know, right? It was nice saying hi. Thank you for hanging out for like majority of this time. Super, super cool of you to do that. And now I feel like we all know each other a lot better. So that's cool. We should come up with a secret saying or something. Zelda. Twilight Princess. Anything about Zelda Twilight Princess is gonna be our code word. To show that we were here. We were in this stream and we hung out together and it was awesome. So yeah. Every time I end these streams I want to say I love you guys. And I don't know why, but I do. I love you guys. And I hope you guys have a really great day. And I'll see you next time. Probably tomorrow, because I'm still trying to stream every day. So I'll see you tomorrow if you're here tomorrow, and if not, I'll see you next time I see you. Okay, bye!